You know, um, a colleague of mine, when I was chatting with her about the fact that I'm going to talk to you, Sri Lankan colleague, of course, said that there was a chant, and I'm going to try that chant. I'm not very good at Sinhala, but I'm going to try it. And when she explained to me the meaning of the chant, I got goosebumps because she said the chant was Aravinda Apahinda Dukavinda. And she said basically what it meant was the chant was said in the field where people were thanking you for the hard work you put in for their joy. I mean, to me, that represents the kind of impact you've had as a player on the hearts and minds of the Sri Lankan people. How did you feel when you heard those chants? I mean, when I'm listening to it, and this is obviously something that happened 23 years ago, I still get goosebumps. So I hope I said that right. Um,
You got it right.
and what did it make you feel every time you went out there and you know I want to expand further. Recently, somebody who's about 27 years old put out a tweet with photographs of Sri Lankan players, and one of the photographs is yours. And she later on said, I never realized that the way to get engagement was to put Aravinda's picture on Twitter and the kind of engagement I get even now. Because obviously, this is the kind of impact the 96 team has still in Sri Lanka. And you, as an individual who's been terrorizing and demonizing bowlers around the world, still has that impact in the hearts and minds of the Sri Lankan people. How do you feel about that?
Well, to your first question, I think it's not only me who sweated on the field to bring joy to all these Sri Lankans. I think there were a lot of teammates of mine who did so, especially when we won the World Cup. And prior to that, I think I must give credit to people like Anurat Ennapon, Dulit Mendis, Roy Dias. I think those were people who really put Sri Lanka cricket on the map and helped Sri Lanka to gain ICC status. I think that contribution we should never forget. People who played cricket way before we attained test status. So I guess uh, that's something I think even the younger generation really should appreciate and acknowledge because if not for them, I don't think cricket would have been where it is now. And also, I think over the years, we've had some very tough rides along the way, and ultimately to be able to achieve World Cup win was so soothing, and more so because it was Australia who was um, probably everyone felt that they were probably the best side for a very long time, and it was heartening to be able to beat them in the finals and win that World Cup.